And there's definitely a lot of things in streaming that you don't need money to fix or improve, or at least not a lot. Lighting is a big one where you can just buy random lamps and light fixtures at like Home Depot for pretty cheap and just use those. Damn it, I know this looks really wacky. I did it for that. That was a really dumb idea. Okay. When trying to T-spin goes wrong. Yeah, there are definitely some hacks. Like, if you want to save money on streaming, there are things you can do to make your stuff work better without spending as much money. What sort of DIY? Yeah, for example, there's a strip of lights running across the top of my desk, which is the primary way I light my face. And that is a strip of LED lights that I bought on clearance at Home Depot for like $10. And then I used a dollar store, a 99-cent store plastic picnic tablecloth, just covering over the top just to diffuse the light some. The Elgato Stream Deck is great, but you can make your own if you really want to go through the effort of printing out your own labels. You can buy just a super cheap numerical pad and then map all the functions that way, and then like cut and paste your own labels and all of that type of stuff. I personally prefer the Stream Deck, and having screens on the buttons that you can change immediately without having to like print out labels and cut them out and each time you change functions. But if you want to just have that function happen in like $10, you can do that. Camera-wise, I still highly recommend the Logitech C920. It's the camera I was using up until recently. It's a fairly cheap camera that looks pretty good, all things considered, and if you throw on the right color correction on it, you can go you can go a long way. And then microphone-wise, like, I'm still using a Blue Snowball, which is very much an entry-level mic. I think you can get one for what, like $30-40 US? And it, with the right tweaks in your streaming software to account for, like, with noise gates, noise filters, compression, you can get a decent sound out of it. You can get what I have right now, which is a lot better than what I had before. And here, if you want some behind the scenes, spill the tea, like how my lights are hooked up right now, because I got hand-me-down studio lights from my sister-in-law, and she didn't use them anymore because one of the clips broke that attaches to a stand, and there's no way to just fix the clip. You have to buy like a whole new light fixture on it, and so like it's not worth it for her to just like, she has to buy a whole new light just to fix the clip. So she just gave them to me, and she bought other lights instead, which is great, so I get lighting in this room. The problem is I can't mount it to stands, which is now a real problem when I need them lighting my face. So right now it's in the room, the exposure, it's lighting the ceiling, and the exposure is really high on this camera. But the way I stand them up is this. I can't believe I'm actually going to show this on stream. Tilting my screen. Yep, you see those U-Haul boxes right there? Those are holding up my lights right now. Here we go. If I turn this off. Oh, yeah. See, now the exposure is acting all crazy trying to compensate. Streamer hacks. Oh, you can still see the box. Ah, I gotta tilt that just a little more. A little more. Okay, a little too much. Alright. There we go.